Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another looks like 7 trades. Today's date is August the 27th and I'm using my new FX trigger system. Keep in mind, whoever picks up my FX trigger system, I'm going to show you how you can get your hands on this trading simulator. It's a must-have app for the MT4 platform. It will allow you to trade 24 hours, 7 days a week, every day, all the time. I do it on the weekends when the market is closed, up to 8 hours every weekend. It allows me to put in like 1 year's worth of trading over the weekend. So it picks up my learning curve super fast. So if you have a desire to pick up your learning curve and to become a successful trader as fast as possible, this is a must-have app. They do give you $10,000, and in about an hour I managed to more than double that if you include the 2 running trades that you see, which I did close, and it was over 20,000. Took me about an hour to do it. I think I had only 1 loser. Has many features in it, too many to go through, but it includes a 25-page ebook, and I read it 3 times. Now I don't use all the features. I just want to buy, sell, and take trades and see how I'm doing. So keep in mind that this is totally free. Okay, and now moving on to the futures. I did the future trades today. Now these pairs move faster up and down, more so than the pound pairs, and they pay out quite a bit. I like trading the futures, but I've learned that you gotta keep a close eye on it because it can move up and down in a flash. So now, before I get into these trades, I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time, and that includes all my trigger systems. It took me 8 years and over 700 systems to learn that. To get that up to 80 or 90% success rate, you'll have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy the education and then do the homework, or you will fail at trading. I highly suggest putting in more than 1 trade at a time, as no one knows which pair will move the greatest number of pips. That is why I place 3 or more trades at a time. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. So now we can get into these trades, the US 30-year bonds. Just to let you know, before I pulled the trigger, I did drill down the light, and I wanted to make sure I had the trend going in my favor. Now sometimes there's a question mark and I still pull the trigger, but I'm looking for less pips. Many times I'll be going against the higher time frames, and so get in and grab a few pips or ticks, whatever you want to call it. So here we go. See where I got in at? Now the first thing that I noticed, at this point the system was telling me to sell. So I did sell, but as you can see, it mostly just went sideways. So that's one of those days, just as easy as I could have made pips over here, I could have lost even more if I closed out over here. But anyhow, took the trade at this cursor, and I only closed out the trade when I was looking at the grand total. And once I realized I had up more than 100 pips, I just closed them all out in one click of a mouse, and looks like I ended up with 6 pips negative, and that I ended up having a losing trade of $300. So once I saw that I had well over 100 pips, I used my close all script, and as you can see, I closed them all out with one click of the mouse at 9:15. Bang! Everything in the trade tab was shut down, like closed. Now, if you're interested in this close all script, all you got to do is send me an email. I use this called close all script, and all I have to do is, well, make sure the auto trading's on, the little smiley face up here, and then just press OK, and bang, everything gets shut down. If you want this close all script, quite simple. All you got to do is send me an email, and I'll send you this close all script for free. Please include your first and last name so that I'll also put you on my email list for some free weekly trading tips. Okay, moving right along. My next trade is the S&P 500. I sold everything here except this crude oil. So I sold the S&P system from 6 o'clock in the morning. Remember, this is London, New York, and Asian. Now I cut the box short right here because I don't want one box overlapping the other. If you want to see it overlapping, I have a video that shows you how you can adjust the boxes. So the system was saying to sell, and in real time I had red boxes, but this huge move up changed it from red to blue. So let's see where I got in at. Sold it here, and just as easy as it went up here, it could have easily dropped. But the, let's see what time that was. Opening bell is on this blue candle for the futures market, and that's, you got to be aware at 9:30 a.m. it could have easily dropped down, but today it went up. So that's why I closed the trade just prior to 9:30, as I did not want to get caught in on the negative side of the trade. So sold it. Closed out here being happy with, looks like around 15 pips. And 15 pips on the S&P 500 paid $625. Moving on to the Russell. This one I also sold. And as you can tell, opening bell and bang, look at it went. That's why I mean you don't want to be caught. But I ended up selling just to grab a few pips. Let's see where I got in at. Let's open it, expand it a bit so we can see. Let's see where the opening bell is. Right there on the blue candle. Bang. So be careful. 9:30 a.m. New York time. So here we go. I took the trade here, and I closed out the trade prior to the opening bell. Ended up with 16 pips, approximately 15 or 16. And those pips ended up paying me $1,500. Remember, before I pull the trigger, and you have to do that too, remember to drill down the lights. Try to go in the direction of the higher time frames. But when the opening bell happens, as you can clearly see, it can go against you. Crude oil, this is the only one I bought. System was screaming to buy from way back here. Love my FX trigger. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Let's see where I got in the trade. Everything was perfect. Blue boxes, what more could you ask for? Took the trade at this cursor here. Should have got out up there, but as I said, close out the trade when I'm happy. And it looks like I was happy with 17 pips. And I think it's 17. Could be 18 because there's 1800 down there. Let's see. Yeah. 18 pips, and that paid out $1,800. Let's move on to NASDAQ. The last three, by the way, I sold. So NASDAQ. By the way, this one moves a lot. It pays the most. So be careful. Remember, opening bell. And I sold it, so definitely had to be careful. Let's see. See if I can blow it up a little bit. Let's drag and drop this up and see where I got in at. Move it over a bit. Just before the opening bell. I pulled the trigger here. Did go against me a little bit. When I pulled the trigger, there was enough things from back here telling me to sell. Not to mention the higher time frames. Pull the trigger here. Closed it out just being happy. And I wanted to be out of the trade. Have to double check where the opening bell is. I'll check that in a moment. Closed out the trade here. Looks like with 12 pips. And 12 pips paid $2,440. Usually 1 pip is $10, like if you're doing a standard lot, but this one pays $20 a pip. And the opening bell, let's see, I think it's here. Yep, I thought it was here, but it's here. So I closed out prior to the opening bell, went down a bit, double bottom, shot up. So got to be careful with these pairs. Moving along to gold. Another one I sold back in here somewhere. It was suggesting to sell. I did have red boxes at the time. Let's see where I got in at. Took the trade here. Went against me. Gold jumps around a lot. 10 or 20 pips will not hold. That's 54 pips, so just be careful. And I ended up closing it out a winner with looks like 29 pips, and 29 pips on gold paid $2,880. Last one I did, silver. Sold it. Let's get in, drag and drop it up, see where I got in at. Remember, I wanted to get out before the opening bell. Sold it. Closed out with 15 pips, and 15 pips on silver paid $7,500. So another great day of trading. I wanted to show you that you can trade futures if that's what you like to do. And lately, I've been trading futures and doing very well at it. My FX Trigger system on today's date ended up producing 98 ticks or pips, whatever you want to call it. And those 98 pips produce, as I said, you'll get less pips, but more money. You see, more money. Produce $16,445. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis like my FX Trigger system, I suggest you get your hands on it. Do so. All you have to do is look right below this video. Now I do charge $250 for the system. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you don't learn this, you will never succeed at trading. My FX Trigger system has well over 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 12 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. This is what you're going to need. Continuation of lots of education. As I said, you're going to need that to succeed. Now there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 43 training videos. I did that one extra one right here in red. How to backtest using the trading simulator. It's about 50 minutes long, packed with a lot of tips and tricks on how to trade successfully. Number 1 way is a great way to trade. That's what I look for on a daily basis. Running short of time, so please just put this video on pause, read all the different ways that I teach. If you have any questions at all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, simple, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. I do prefer Skype. Simple, just click on this link. We will have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session and answer your questions and give you some tips and tricks. Remember, there is no obligation to you. And if you click on this link right here, you'll see 34 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So it's just about time to wrap up this video. And if you repeat it one more time, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day, happy trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.